All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin. My cryptocurrency investing strategy has changed a bit in 2021, and as this market continues to progress, I want to share with you my thoughts. Keep in mind, I am not a registered financial advisor. This stuff just works for me. And while we'll finish today's video by talking about Ethereum, as well as the most recent altcoin news, let's start with Bitcoin, because the price dipped over the weekend as Elon Musk sent a series of tweets, sending Bitcoin down 16% and hitting a $42,000 BTC. Now, in the grand scheme of things, especially for long-term subscribers of this channel, 16% dips are very normal. We've seen bigger dips over and over and over again. Yet for new cryptocurrency investors, this did cause a lot of fear and uncertainty. The first biggest takeaway I want you to understand is pay attention to what they do, not what they say. Because Elon made it very clear after he had sent a bunch of tweets talking about that he was unhappy with Bitcoin's energy consumption. He clarified speculation that Tesla has not sold any Bitcoin. So he can say whatever he wants, but really pay attention to the actions. That's what counts. Moving forward to point number 2, this little reset that we saw put Bitcoin in a very, very bullish place. And it's one thing to say it, but I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to talk about how my personal investing strategy has changed. So chart number 1, which historically has always been a super valuable metric, is the NVT price, or NVT evaluation. And in layman's terms, this compares the network value, i.e. market cap of Bitcoin, compared to the on-chain transactions. So in other words, is the current market cap or network value of Bitcoin, is it overvalued or undervalued based on the real on-chain volume/transactions that are happening? Many people say this is a more accurate, some even say more organic way to value if Bitcoin's current price is fair or not based on what's happening on-chain. So this is a short 8-year history of the dips below the NVT price. And again, NVT price estimates an organic valuation supported by long-term investors by using on-chain volume moving between them. And what do we notice? For the first time since the pandemic March 2020 crash, Bitcoin is now below the NVT price. And this is very normal, not only in bear markets, but in bull markets, like right now. What this means to you, this gave us a little reset, a little bullish reset, saying now the Bitcoin price is undervalued based on the on-chain transaction volume. Over the next 7-10 days, let's keep monitoring this. Let's see how this sort of levels off. And by the way, that's not to say, based on past performance, that the price now couldn't trend sideways for the next couple weeks. But based on this blue line, the network transactions and value happening on-chain, that's going to be a very significant indicator on where Bitcoin's price is headed next. Chart number 2 for today's video, and we will speed through these a little faster because I do have news, altcoin news, I want to get to. But the story of this Bitcoin dip in 4 charts. Turns out most of the on-chain volume that we're selling came from short-term hodlers that ended up capitulating at a loss. Meanwhile, long-term hodlers and miners are stacking sats at an increasing pace, clearly buying the dip. So obviously nothing is 100%, but it turns out that the majority of sellers in this last dip were more newer cryptocurrency investors, and longer-term hodlers actually bought their bags. I will link this down below for you to check out each of these 4 charts. And that brings us to chart number 3, which is a simple one, but very, very revealing. See, this is Bitcoin number of accumulation addresses against the Bitcoin price. And if we zoom in, what you'll notice is over the last few months as Bitcoin's price was consolidating, and even in these last few weeks as we dipped a little lower, the number of accumulation addresses are trending up. The point is, as short-term price wavers, fundamental metrics are getting better. And that brings me to how my cryptocurrency investing strategy has been updated. You see, I am done focusing on the daily price of Bitcoin. It does not matter. Instead, look at the network fundamentals, the hash rate, the wallets, the usage, which continues to trend up. If you are uncertain about where we are in the market right now, this gem from Mark Yusko back in 2019 still applies. Watch this.
Quickly, before we go, Bitcoin was under 8,000 earlier today.
Buy it.
Regardless, though, of the drop. If I said to you Bitcoin dropped to 5,000, you'd say buy it.
Buy it. Because here's the thing. The daily price of Bitcoin doesn't matter. It's been alive for 10 years. In every year, other than 2015, it's made a higher low. The market cap has grown every single year. Every fundamental indicator of Bitcoin, usage, wallets, block size, transaction size, number of transactions, every single one, hash rate, making new highs. All of the indicators of the network and the network value are rising. The price of any asset fluctuates. Let's take Amazon. Amazon's been a public company for 20 years. In every year, including this year, it's at a double-digit drawdown. The average peak to trough, minus 31%. Twice, minus 90%. When was the right time to sell? Never. Who's owned it since the IPO to today? Jeff and his mom and dad. That's it.
All right. We're going to leave it there, Mark.
All right,
Good to
thanks.
see you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Mark
me.
Yusko, Morgan Creek Capital.
Outcast.
Okay, give me your thoughts on the current state of the market down below. But like I said, now is the time to accumulate projects you believe in. Altcoins, Bitcoin, investments that you believe in. Which, by the way, is something that I've always done. But just in these last few weeks, I've been really hunkered down about price. And it's not about that. It's about the fundamentals. Okay, let's get to the most recent altcoin news, starting with SHIB. SHIB is known as the Dogecoin killer. Vitalik Buterin burns over $6 billion in SHIB tokens, says he doesn't want the power. So he has burned almost half of SHIB's total circulating supply. So this is a meme coin. SHIB, Dogecoin killer, like I said. And Buterin had actually been gifted half of SHIB's total supply in the recent weeks in what appeared to be a marketing stunt. And I guess he wasn't really into it, although burning the supply is better than just dumping the supply on the open market. And he sent over 410 trillion tokens to a dead blockchain address late on Sunday, taking them out of circulation. And this actually represented 90% of his Shibu Inu coin holdings. In a direct quote, "I've decided to burn 90% of the remaining Shiba tokens in my wallet. The remaining 10% will be sent to a not yet decided charity with similar values to Crypto Relief, which is preventing large-scale loss of life, but with a more long-term orientation." So he is sending the rest to charity. I guess point is for you, Vitalik doesn't want the power. He doesn't want to be a Shiba whale, but he burned it. So I guess Shiba Inu just became a lot more scarce. Next piece of news for top Ethereum stablecoin Paxos, coming right out of Bloomberg, the Bank of America joins the Paxos blockchain stock settlement network. And this is a major show of support from Bank of America towards cryptocurrency. Bank of America Corp joined the network created by Paxos Trust Co. to settle stock trades in minutes rather than days by using blockchain, the latest sign of Wall Street's growing adoption of the technology. So what are the details? In 2019, the Securities and Exchange Commission allowed Paxos to begin a pilot program for settling equity trades. Bank of America has been conducting internal transactions for the past few months, and if approved as a clearing agency, will offer the services to its clients next. Obviously huge for adoption. Now before, without Paxos, the current settlement time is about 2 days, but they want to settle it now in seconds, which is what stablecoins like Paxos will allow them to do. Give me your thoughts on this down below, but very, very significant, in my opinion. And next piece of news involving KSI, involving MrBeast, and a social token called XCAD. We're proud to announce that KSI and MrBeast have invested into XCAD. They are the biggest YouTubers in the UK and the US respectively. More YouTubers backing XCAD announced soon. So keep this altcoin on your radar. This is on the Zilliqa blockchain, so Zilliqa hodlers like this. And speaking of YouTubers, actually we own a little XCAD too. So definitely a project on my radar, and actually just to get a more specific Definition: this is a social token platform that allows creators to build a stronger connection with their fans, enhanced by the XCAD Network's utility token. There's also an NFT marketplace that will provide a one-click creation of NFTs by content creators. NFTs will become an integral part of the ecosystem, allowing users to create unique memorabilia that people can buy and trade with one another. So pretty cool to see KSI and MrBeast show some interest. So that is the video for today. Just wanted to give you not the most outrageous change to my strategy, but an update to my mindset nonetheless. Give me your thoughts down below. Like always, see you tomorrow.